I'll be able to find the 5 demons. Let's see. Okay, we have a new, and it's the third OP13 display. We are just going to rip it up and hopefully we get the demon or god pack, however you guys want to call it. So what are we going to? We are hoping to find at least the alt art leader, and obviously we would love to have one of the demon packs, which are incredibly cool. I saw this week on Wednesday, I was on a pre-release, and one of the participants get the demon pack, which was crazy. I saw the cards, they are so beautiful. So hopefully there is something for us. But we start with 2 R cards, Divine Departure and Roger. Roger seems also to be a strong card because he is searching any card, right? It just needs to be 3 cost or more. We have York, go all the way top. I just realized on the pre-release that there are a lot of 1 cost events, which are definitely going to push the game, because I love this. Like, you have 2 abilities cards, not only 1, so you can use it as a main or as a counter card. And some of them are quite nice. I assume the Marco 1 cost event, which allows you to bottom deck a 3000 power card, or on counter you have 3k counter, which is very, very strong. So it helps a little bit the game, I would say. Oh, that's our first hit. Still was fucking Rayleigh. I think that's a new stable card in the most purple decks. Or let's say it's a stable card in purple Luffy. I saw some builds with this card. But as you guys maybe already know, I'm going to play Balabadi. Balabadi is my girl for this new meta. Why Balabadi? She is quite cheap to build. I already have her. I just need the new Lilith Searcher, which is a 2 or 4 off. And I love to play her competitive, especially if you're going to a regional or treasure cup, where you're playing the whole day. You hate to play all the time in time, which means you have like no breaks. So you finish your game in time, then maybe 5 minutes later the next round is going to start, which I really, really hate, because after 1 day of playing like this, you're dead. So that's why Balabella is a good pick. And I mean, you have now Emu, you have Ace, the new Ace. There are a lot of leaders which are going to be the new meta, and there are very, very good matchups for Balabella. Emu for sure. Ace, I didn't test it, but I think it's like very similar to UP Luffy. And UP Luffy hates Balabella, as you guys maybe know. So the empty throne. So Bello is definitely a good pick, and I think if I'm not sure, but is what was the name? UP Luffy. Is UP Luffy still meta, or is he like tier 2 or be A tier meta? I thought UP Luffy is not really played anymore in Japan, but the Japan meta is not very similar to our meta, because I would say they have a little bit a different playstyle. Little Ors Jr. So that's like one of the cards, which is a 1-cost event and has another ability on counter, which is quite nice. Vista, very strong card in the pre-release, and the 5 fucking Elders, our second hit. So nothing special so far. Is there anything coming? Okay, I see. Maybe it's a Bonnie. Looks like Bonnie. So what are you guys going to play? I think a lot of you will go for Emu. Red blue ace is also something very nice. Yeah, that's my. Now I have a playset. Now I have a playset from Bonnie, which is also a very, very strong card in the pre-release. So if you manage to find Bonnie in the pre-release, lucky you, because then you are probably going to win the most games. I managed to find her, but I lost because I made some decisions which were not wrong, but it was like red or blue, you need to choose what are you going to do, and I chose blue, but the better decision was red. I mean, it's pre-release, it's very difficult to boom, that's our hit. That's actually a good hit, right? Because he's going to be played in Green Pepper Luffy. So I like that, but maybe there are better hits like God Pack. Is it called God Pack or Demon Pack? Or I Don't Get It Pack. Maybe it's more called I Don't Get It Pack. Also very good card in the pre-release. So it was a little bit a strange pre-release. There are a lot of 2Ks. This is the card that I mentioned before. Very, very nice card. Taps me 1 time in 1 game to bottom deck small blocker. And that's it. And I think the winner cards of the pre-release are also very expensive. They're going around 150 bucks to 200, right? So you'll have to win the pre-release to get these cards. Napoleon, Gigo, Hera, Windmill Village, Saint something, Emporio Ivakov, not very good cards. Gangan Gatling Gun, Little Ors Jr., Tony Chopper, Allison, Sant Marcus Mars, and Monkey D. Corp. Which, yeah, if you are reading the manga, you know, the last chapter, or let's say the new chapter, which is going to be released this week, was very, very crazy. I love to see the endings on YouTube. So the manga is at the moment going on a very, very crazy path. Very unfortunate for Rox D. Sebek. And we have Roger, which is not very played. It's a very bad card. A very, very bad card. But some guy played it, of course, because he's 10 cost, 13k, which is okayish. And the ability is, yeah, the ability is a little bit crazy because you are going to negate all of your non-Roger Pirate cards. And since all your cards are mostly randomly picked, there will be all negated. So if you have blockers on board, they are not able to block, and my opponents didn't know that. He thought my abilities are going to be negated, so he played Roger, but he didn't have any blocker on board, and I didn't have lethal either, so it was fine. It was a misplay in that way that he didn't know didn't read the ability properly, but it was fine because he was not going to lose the game on the next turn, so even if he misplayed, it was okay. And leaders going up to 7k, which was also that was the reason why I didn't have lethal. So yeah, you should play Roger on pre-release, but after that, this card is. I think that's the worst alt art which you can draw. Roger, 10 cost Roger. I'm not sure if it should be alt art, but I even don't know how the alt art of this card looks like. And I didn't know that this card exists because I never saw it in the Japanese meta. And I mean, Roger is a definitely played leader also in the Japanese meta. But no one took this card. There are way more better cards than this. Maybe it's a one-off and that's why I never saw it, or a two-off in the Roger decks. But also, when I think back on checking the deck lists, I never saw this card, so probably it's not played. The Empty Throne, Curly Dadan, Vegapunk, also strong card. Douglas Bullet, Brilliant Punk, Emperor Ivankov, Kuzuki Momonosuke, Pythagoras, Gam Elephant Gun, Sanchoros, Shanks, and Yamato. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits right now. So there are 3 to 4 hits missing. Depends on the display. I mean, you could have 9 or even 10 hits in one display box. York, Oral Jackson, Sunny-kun, Inarashuna, Gangnam Gatling Gun, Toulon, Tony Chopper, Monkey D. Luffy, and True R. So yeah, the moment you guys should also test which deck are you going to play. There is here in Europe, there are at least 3 more events coming. This is the Dawn Pack. One is in Scotland, one is in Netherlands, and one is in December in Düsseldorf, Germany. And I also will participate there. I'm unfortunately not a finalist, but on Friday there's a last chance event where you're able to get a ticket for the finals. So hopefully I'm going to win with probably Bello Betty. I mean, we have with Bello some very bad matchups, which are every green deck like Zoro or Bonnie. We have, I think the new Luffy is also a bad matchup for us because he's very defensive with his Rest Dawn ability. So yeah, it's like a 50-50 chance that you are going to hit Emu and UP and red blue ace, UP ace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more hits, at least 2 more hits, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more boosters to open. Okay, that's the second Dawn pack. Unfortunately, no gold Roger. No gold Dawn. No gold Goldie Roger Dawn. Momonosuke, Hack, Meteor Fist, Portgas the Ace, and 2 Rs. So the thing is, after the last display I really opened was OP7, and since then I swear to myself that I'm never going to open any displays anymore. And here we are, my third display of OP13, yes. Podcast de Rouge, Haruta. Go all the way to the top. Nico Robin, Hack, Neveltari Cobra, Jupiter, and Zorro. Okay, 3 boosters left, right? Let me check. Yeah. 2 more hits, so we should get something out of these boosters, hopefully. If not, then we had the arrow display box. Sand Guards, Brilliant Punk, Shaka, Douglas Bullet, Saint Carlos, Meteor Fist, Izo, Unplayed Hotguard, so it's also a strong card. Ooh, Valkyrie. Okay. So that's our second alt art hit. So the only thing we could get right now is a secret rare or a just normal SR card, which is very unfortunate. No God pack. No leader, no God pack. Sunny Kun, Toki, Kobe, Paper Art, Inurashi, Saint Something, Crocus, Atlas, Terry Gillow, Lilith, and Shanks. That's probably our last hit. We have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay. I think that there's nothing more coming. So yes. So I will just fast open the last. Yeah, the last 2 hits are ours. So yeah, what should I say? Our arts are not really strong. I mean, yeah. The problem is you're not really happy to see this 5 Elders alt art, since they are these demon versions, which looks incredibly cool. And this one looks like, yeah, okay. Sanji is cool, yes, of course. But Valkyrie, it's fine. The other hits are also okay. We have Thankost, Whitebeard, we have 5 Elders, Bonnie, and Yamato is definitely one of the better cards you can pick. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you the next time.